Today I'm going to show you my little tip to hide your sensor so you can have a motion sensor without seeing the actual sensor. So this one is one that I glue behind the book. This one, I think I will show you, but basically it's just behind my TV cabinet, which is still working even though there's wood in between. So that's the sensor right there. And the last one, and I'm going to show you how to do it, will be behind a light bulb. And I'm gonna use this amazing sensor I talked about in the last video. So if you didn't, please have a look because it's great. We have breathing detection, heartbeat detection, and multi-sensing capability. So you have a light motion and you can connect to the sensors. So I'm gonna use this USB-A to the wall basically to electricity, which converts 230 volt to 5 volt, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, it depends of where you are. And this sensor I'm using everywhere, nothing to do with this video, but I'm hiding it as well, which is a sensor very cheap, which I use to have in every room the temperature and humidity. So I gave you the link in the description. Have a look. It's very cheap and it's super cool. First, I'm gonna unmount everything here. Obviously, that's gonna be different from your area. Like I'm in France right now, and it's basically 230 volts. This is a E27 bulb, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm gonna undo the whole thing and show you in a minute how to do it. So basically, I'm gonna plug the sensor just next to it, and it's gonna be hidden by the lampshade. And if there's some electrician guy here, please do leave a comment and tell me everything I'm doing wrong because obviously I probably do a lot of things wrong. And first, and I should have said before, if you're not comfortable with electricity, stop right there and get an electrician because that is actually dangerous. And something else I forgot to mention in s- this case, I'm gonna have the switch always on, so I'm gonna use a connected bulb here. So basically, the sensor is gonna detect presence and turn the bulb on and off. So obviously, if you don't do that and you turn on and off the light, it's gonna turn off and on the sensor, which is something we obviously don't want to do. But I have another idea, which I'm probably going to do another video, is to put the sensor in the actual junction box in the wall. But that's fun as a day. You do not have to undo the junction box as I did it, is because I wanted to show you how to do it if you want to, well, actually, if the cable is too loose, so you have to pull a bit. It's very straightforward. You just have to remove, well, untight the screw, sorry. And for this bulb, you have to put a screwdriver inside to open it. Obviously, that's going to be very different in your area with different type of stuff, I guess. So there we go. So we have live and the neutral, which we're gonna disconnect. And technically, you don't even have to do that. You could cut the cable just behind this and put a terminal. I guess that's what you say in English, and connect other wire. But I'm only renting, and I just want to do stuff like there was before when I'm leaving. I'm just gonna put back everything together, and I'm gonna use a terminal to. But if the cable is too loose as well, it's probably better to do it this way. Do let me know in the comments your thoughts anyway, but that's the way I'm doing it. So uh, I'm just gonna connect now. I'm gonna start with these terminals. This one are pretty handy, I thought. You can use normal one or this kind of we call it Wago in France. I'm not sure the name, but I thought they very easy to use and very fast, obviously, and they kind of tight enough. We do use a 1.5 millimeter square cable, so I have another one to go to the bulb and one other one to go to the USB kind of power thing. So all thing together take me like 5 minutes probably. Like it's very fast to do it. It's easy enough, but again, it could be dangerous. So please be careful there. You might even turn off the whole electricity box or fuse box if you feel more comfortable. It would be safer for sure. I just turn off the switch on the wall because it's a light switch and that's the way it's connected. but do not do like me, just turn off the whole thing to be safe. And if you don't know which, for sure, which fuse it is, just turn off the whole thing or just call an electrician, which is the job. So anyway, that's the box itself. I'm gonna undo it just to show you. It's actually quite annoying to put it back together though, but you're gonna have to undo it anyway to put the cable inside. And that's like €3, I think. So it's very cheap anyway. And you could technically connect any kind of USB device to power it. I'm just gonna use the sensor, a millimeter sensor in this case. Why am I using this is because electricity here is 230 volts, and obviously USB is like 5 volt, so we can connect straight to the power like this. You need to transform the electricity first. So we're gonna have to pull this little thing, orange thing here, to pull the cable inside, sorry, until it's secure. And any other thing I did with all this little metal thing at the end because actually they're too big to fit in, so I'm gonna have to remove them anyway, as you can see. So I'm putting there, and I'm gonna put neutral as well. And then it's nearly done. I'm just gonna make it a bit shorter at the end. You don't want it too big, so the copper go over and touch the cables. And there we go. So I'm just gonna connect this last cable if I manage, and then put the whole thing back together. Actually, it could have been better if I found one with multiple USB uh, outputs, but I only need one anyway for this product. And now I just need to connect the bulb back together, so the E27. And also something to mention, but I'm using a controller, a connected bulb, as I say, so is in, I think, most of the case of every case, LED. But if it's one of the old bulb, the actual bulb gonna emit a lot of temperature and gonna be maybe too hot for the USB cable and the sensor next to it. So just something to mention. And let me know if you want for me to do a video about the automatization of my assistant and Node-RED on how to turn on off the light based on sensors on motion, should I say. I have some very specific case. So this one is for me when I'm watching the TV, which is just above my couch. And these are the one you saw before on the cabinet, TV cabinet thing. And I add a node as well. So if the TV is on, obviously I'm air, so do not turn the light off. But I suppose we all have very different automatization. So that would be depending on you pattern and on how you behave around the TV or whatever you want to automatize. So anyway, I'm just gonna screw all of this back together with native air. And then I'm gonna connect this USB cable. I was without time, so I use a random black cable. Obviously, it would be better to use a small white cable. And as I said, be cautious of the light you're using because it might be a bit too hot. You don't want the cable to melt, but if it's laid, it should be fine ready. And then I'm gonna place this sensor right there so it can detect everything, including my heartbeat. And that's it. So do subscribe and do give a like if you like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.